my name is Novel. I'm from a startup called Textopay. Did you know that in 2012, the value of mobile payment transaction reached up to 163 billion US dollars? And according to Mr. Gartner, in 2017, the value will increase significantly to about 700 billion US dollars. So for those from financial industry in this room, obviously there are a lot of opportunities on the table that we need to tap, right? So, but when it comes to mobile payment, people always associate it with some security risk. So yes, there is security risk in making transactions using mobile. And in fact, research shows that on average in 2013, retail has to pay $3 to remedy every $1 of fraud loss that they are experiencing. So $3 for $1 loss, which is quite a lot of money of transactions. So a lot of the US dollars at stake. So obviously, mobile payment transaction is always associated with security risk. And these are the top 5 security risks that we always encounter when it comes to making mobile payment transactions. And this is what put off the customers as well as the merchants to make transactions using mobile payment. Now, in the modern era like where we're living today, mobile credit card payment is a common payment method, right? But not everybody is using credit card in this case. So we definitely require other payment methodologies, right? So, because this one cannot address everyone. Because in certain circumstances where there is no internet in the place, where people are not using a credit card, for instance, and where merchants do not accept credit cards, right? And also where carrying cash is a big risk in certain places. So you cannot, you need other methods of payment, obviously. So we, in Textopay, we try to solve these issues related to the risk of mobile payment. So we secure peer-to-peer payment using secure or encrypted SMS. The magic ingredient that we have is actually a small chip as big as your SIM card. It could be a normal SIM card size, or it could be a micro size. We do not have the nano sizes yet, but it's on the way. So I have here a GSM card for a mobile, and here actually the microchip that we have. But the microchip is much thinner. It's just like a thin layer of a film. And then the second ingredient is your mobile phone. It could work with any type of mobile phone. It doesn't have to be a smartphone. And you need a GSM network. And this is our server, crypto server, to manage the encryption and decryption. Last but not least, you need the admin console for this. Now, before I show you a demo, actually there's no demo, but it's just a screenshot. Let me just tell you the magic formula, how it works. For the users, they simply need to put the microchip on the top of their SIM card and then insert it into their mobile phone. And then there will be a menu just like your SIM toolkit, a simple menu, where they can make a payment to the other party. So in this scenario, let's say user 1 wants to make a payment to user 2. So user 1 will send a message to user 2. I want to make a payment to 100 dirhams, for instance. The message will go through our server. The message will be encrypted using the unique key from user 1. And once it arrives in our server, the server will verify the payment transaction, the transaction itself, and update the account database, and send the confirmation message to user 2 using the unique key of user 2. So as you see, there is no interference with the external party. All the encryption and decryption is controlled within our own infrastructure. So just a little bit of demo. Actually, I don't have unfortunately, they don't have a camera in here. But I just want to show you the screenshot from my mobile phone. And as I said, you can use a non-smartphone, or you can use a smartphone as well. You see the first screenshot is what it looks like on your screen. It's like a SIM toolkit. When you open, it will prompt you for the PIN code. Yeah? And you enter a PIN code, and the menu look at the menu. It's very simple. So you want to have a user-friendly, UI and self-intuitive. You can check the balance like this, right? And secondly, it's independent on any mobile app operators. It works globally with any mobile operators. The admin can activate or deactivate users over the air, and then you can also update the menu over the air. And last but not least, you can have more functionalities like making payment bill and that kind of things. Now, the revenue model is based on subscription and transaction fee or combination of that. We are here to look for partners, mainly people or companies from financial industry, be it payment gateway or banks. In fact, we've been talking to banks and one of the prominent payment gateways in UAE. They show a serious interest in our solution. And obviously, we look for investor to help us with the prototype. And we look for $500,000 US. This is our team. We are a senior partner, Judy and myself, Novel. So we are from Textopay. Thank you so much. I open for Q&A.
About 3 seconds beyond 7 minutes. Okay, but open for questions. Over to you. And can you get a microphone?
Oh, we have a microphone.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Hi. When you talk about these 2 users, from the first user, how will he load his mobile?
Yeah, as I said, there will be, before they subscribe. So the process is just like, giving someone a credit card or debit card, right? So they have to have a bank account. So we need to partner with the banks where people will have a balance in their account.
See, here the UAE, the biggest challenge for the financial institutions are facing now. The banks, they don't want to come on board because they want to be money. Now, it is a here. Or maybe I'm talking about the telcos. Okay. Now, when you talk about telcos, of course, to get a short code from them, it takes a long time. I don't think it's going to work out in that way.
Yeah.
So our challenge is, how we have to, user one will top up his mobile. That's the question.
The top-up doesn't, it's not happening. It doesn't happen on the mobile. And we are independent of Etisalat or TUI because we have our own infrastructure for this. Yes, the SMS message will be done through them, through the SMS gateway, but the encryption and decryption will be under us. So it's completely independent. So the top-up is not happening in the mobile, but it's actually on their bank account.
Bank account?
Yeah. Thank you for the question. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about the infrastructure, because obviously you're using your own servers, and have you made a cost analysis for this? How much you need to roll up at the beginning, and how much capital you need for this?
Yeah.
So just the difference between the infrastructure of the servers and your own proprietary codes.
When we say infrastructure, actually, we do realize the liability of this. And we are not a financial company. That's why we need to partner with someone who has a license in the payment transaction and stuff. So the infrastructure can be hosted either within the bank data center or a payment gateway data center. And in terms of cost, I would say that's why we require about 500,000 for prototyping as the first prototype to launch to the market. Thank you. We have a question here.
Question here?
One here first.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's a question for you. So it's about the opportunity there. Do you have to do it in all cases? Do you have to do it through your telcos here? Or can you have something scalable? Does it make a difference where you're based or how you do it?
We do not need any shortcode, so we are independent of any telco operators.
Okay.
Yes. We don't have to partner with telco operators in this case.
That's the last question now.
Could you just speak to, you say you're looking for money for prototyping. So what is it, just a concept at this stage, or do you have something that actually works?
Yeah, so actually this is a working solution. The same techniques of encrypted SMS has been used for one of our law enforcement agencies in the UAE. We roll out the project with them to secure their SMS communication among themselves. The same technique, but just different application. And the same technique in Asia, we use it for SMS banking, but not for peer-to-peer. So peer-to-peer application will be the very first that we're going to launch. Well, hopefully we're going to launch it in Dubai. And the reason why we need money, obviously we need to prepare the server, the configuration, and all these kind of things.
Okay.
Thank you. If you're interested to look at the microchip that I have and to discuss how to tap more than $700 million US, we can talk offline after this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.